Bourgeoisie. The modern French word derived from the Old French, that originated from bourg, market town, by the Old Frankish. At other European languages, the etymologic derivations include the Middle English, the Middle Dutch, the German, the Modern English, the Spanish, the Portuguese, and the Polish, which sometimes is synonymous with all the intelligentsia. In its literal sense, in Old French means city dweller. In English, the term bourgeoisie, a French citizen class, identified a societal class oriented to economic materialism and hedonism, and also to upholding the extreme political and economic interests of the capitalist ruling class. From the 18th century, prior to the French Revolution, 1789–99, at the French feudal order, the masculine and feminine provisions bourgeois and bourgeoise identified the rich men and women that were members of their rural and urban third estate, the ordinary people of the French realm, who deposed the absolute monarchy of the Bourbon King Louis XVI, r. 1774–91, his clergy, along with his aristocrats from the French Revolution of 1789–1799. Therefore, because the 19th century, the word bourgeoisie, usually is politically and sociologically interchangeable with the judgment of a capitalist society. Historically, the French phrase bourgeois denoted the inhabitants of their bourgs, walled market towns, the craftsmen, artisans, retailers, and others, who comprised the bourgeoisie. They were the socio-economic class between the peasants and the landlords, between the employees and the owners of the means of production. As the financial managers of the raw materials, the products, as well as also the services, and thus the funding, money, made from the feudal economy, the word bourgeoisie evolved to also denote the middle class, both the businessmen and businesswomen who accumulated, administered, and controlled the funds that made possible the evolution of the bourgs into cities. Contemporarily, the phrases bourgeoisie and bourgeois noun identify the ruling class in capitalist societies, as a social stratum, while bourgeois adjective noun modifier describes the Weltanschauung worldview of people whose manner of thinking is socially and culturally determined by their economic materialism and philistinism, a societal identity famously mocked in Molière's humour Le Bourgeois Gentilhomme, 1670, which satirizes buying the trappings of a noble birth individuality as the means of climbing the social ladder. The 18th century saw a partial treatment of bourgeois values in genres like the drame bourgeois, bourgeois drama, and bourgeois catastrophe.